What's going on, everybody? MrKingdomKash, Charles Dyson here. I got me and Christina Dyson's wonderful friend, Cyleta Cumberbatch, on YouTube family. Her story is so amazing. Y'all know how we do. I like to give you guys the testimonial up front. So, Cyleta, tell the people watching this right now, what have you been able to do in the last 3 weeks, the last month? How much have you made?
Wow, in the past 30 days, I have made $11,000.
$11,000. Come on. First of all, I'm so proud of you, so happy for you. Christina's so proud of you. And, it's crazy because I know your story. And the people watching this right now, the new traders, the traders that are, going through, losing crazy. We know how that feels, but the new traders that are about to watch this video and decide to get started, oh my goodness, they have no clue what it's going to be like. Like, they're not going to experience none of that. They get it handed to them on a silver platter.
They are. Right.
Handed to them on a silver platter. But we're going to go through the story. But first, before we get to the story, we got to bring up the fact that on top of the $11,000 that you've made over the last month, right? You have a residual income of free money rolling in. Free money every single Friday from the platform that we leverage, that we use. It's amazing. $600 a month, $150 every Friday. So congratulations for that.
Yes,
and that's
quickly. You and Christina, yes.
Quickly growing. So we're proud of you for that too. But I always like to give the date. I want you guys, March 20th, 2020. All right. And you actually you're coming up on your anniversary date from when you first started trading, which was March 27th, 2018. Right? And tell me about that time, that time from that point up until when we met. Tell me about that specific time. What did you go through?
Wow, so it's been a journey. That's about 2 years ago. My journey wasn't easy, but it's well worth it. So I got started because I just lucked up on a meeting. And when I heard the information, it was a no-brainer that I wanted to learn how to trade. So when I first started learning, I was using one of the products, and my first trade, I think I made like 10 cents. And that was powerful. I was like, yo, if I can make 10 cents, that means I can make $1. If I can make $1, I can make $100. I'm never stopping, right? I didn't know what trading looked like. All I knew was that I had just made some money all because I pushed some buttons on my phone. Like, that was mind-blowing. So I started down the path of just going into our product and just trying to learn everything that I can learn. I started following different people, different mentors and things like that. So for me, the journey was I got to get it at all costs, no matter what. So my path was a little longer because I didn't have a Charles Dyson in my life at the time. I didn't have a Christina Dyson in my life at the time. I didn't have what I'm getting ready to talk about as a Mr. Paris Simmons in my life at the time. So what kind of happened was I was just out there making it happen, winning, losing, making money, giving it right back. So I didn't know that there was a better way to do it, right? I thought this journey had to be hard because with so much information. People are making a career out of trading. People go to school and they come out and they are traders, right? So in my brain, I was equating it to that. Fast forward to an event. Events are very important. I didn't have any connections in the trading community, so I showed up to an event all by myself. I waited in the line. I saw so many people of every ethnicity, every kind of background. It was powerful. I was like, wait a minute, young and old. Wait, this is for real. People really out here doing this. So that was mind-blowing too. So how I got hooked up with our community, first of all, was Retired 365. Paris Simmons was selling tickets. He was really promoting this event. And I was like, let me get more engaged. I don't know what I don't know. So I met Paris for the first time. And from there, Paris had a meeting with the team. He opened up his home to us. And during that time, he talked about our vision. He asked us, what do we really want both out of trading and from the product that we want to help people. And so that was so powerful. That's when I really got immersed in the community. I didn't even know a Charles Dyson yet. My whole life was changing, you know. So Paris locked arms with me, never gave up on me. I'm going down this journey. Go to another event. At the end of this event, same thing. Paris Simmons pulled the team into his room. And I'm sitting there talking about how I had felt alone because of my initial journey. And I was able to give the testimony that, lock arms with this group. No one will ever give up on you. You know, as long as you were in it for the long haul, they won't give up on you. So leave that event. I come home and something shows up in my inbox. There's this gentleman who was just like, how did you get introduced to the platform? I want to know how many people want to know, wait a minute, who's a stranger and you're going to get attitude. That was me. I almost kicked my blessing out the door. I got a little attitude. You know, God's still working on me. I got a little attitude. And I was like, what you mean? How did I get introduced to this platform? Woosah responded and gave him my story. That was to a Mr. Charles Dyson. Kash, yay. And then my whole life changed. So I told Charles how I got introduced, and he was like, yo, you're in my organization. We need to talk ASAP. So when he reached out to me, you know, our conversation, we were very like-minded. You know, he asked me what I wanted, and I had some goals. I have a granddaughter that I really want to provide a future for. I have a mother, amazing mother, who is retiring in a year. I want her retirement to be, she deserves everything, and she doesn't ask for anything. So I want to be that daughter. I work in corporate America. I want that to be an option because I do love my job. So I want that to be my fun place and not a place that I'm dependent on, right? And I realized trading could do that for me. And I told Charles, I want to be the type of trader that I want to eat when I want to eat, not when somebody else tells me to eat. And a lot of you won't know what that means. Just to put it simple, our platform gives you signals, which is a great way to make money, right? All you have to do is copy and paste. And that is fine if that is all you wanted to do. My mindset was different. So I'm only going to make money when they give a signal. No. I want to eat when I want to eat. And Charles was like, I got you. If you're just willing to be coachable, you're willing to follow instructions. I said, whatever you tell me to do is done. I'm going to do that. And from that moment, that's where my revised journey really started. So I'm going to say I didn't even really start trading until September of last year when I met Charles and Christina Dyson.
Wow. You said a mouthful, man. Like so many powerful nuggets and jewels. You know, first off, the Retire to 365 platform is something that my wife and I and Paris and, King Eze, who you will meet in the community. But, it was several of us. It's a handful of us. We started it 3 summers ago. And literally, that's what we've been doing the entire time, helping people retire in less than 365 days. But lately, we've been helping people retire in less than 60 days.
Right. That's right.
Woo! We've been on fire. Like,
yes.
Oh, man, we'll get into that in a second. But your story, man, your story is so much like mine. I spent a year and 2 months just losing. Just losing. Right? Just all over the place. Not knowing what you don't know. Got too much information, trying to mix stuff together. It just wasn't working.
But not giving up though, right?
Not giving up.
Giving up.
Listen. You got to make a decision that you are going to be a successful trader, no matter what. You're not going to give up. It just takes that attitude. And I always tell people, the only trader who doesn't get it is the one who gives up right before their breakthrough. And I've just made a decision. I'm not going to be that one. I'm going to get it by all costs. I didn't care how long it took. But the prospect of making more money asleep than I would the entire month, that's what kept me going. I had to get it. I had to do it. So, wow, finding an organization. Now, at that event that you just spoke of, it was, like you said, September 2019. We were in Dallas, Texas, at the Dallas event, which was crazy. Right. And we were in the hotel room. I didn't even know who you were. We were in the same room with Paris. I didn't know who you were. We went back to Atlanta. Remember, I didn't know who you were. And I got back and I'm looking through my organization. I'm like, all right, I got to find somebody to help. And I'm going through the names. I'm looking, who's active? Who can I help? and I see Cyleta Cumberbatch right there. I'm like, wait a minute, that name sounds familiar, right? I called Paris like, you know, somebody named Cyleta in the organization. Oh yeah, I know Cyleta. I'm like, where's she at? He was like, she live in Atlanta. I like, what? Okay. I said, I'm gonna shoot her a message. I found you, found you on Facebook, shot you the message, and the rest is history. The rest is history. So, man, my wife and I were so proud of you, so happy for you, and it seems like it happened so quick, right?
In the process, it didn't seem.
In the process, it didn't seem like
there's
that.
been a lot of conversations, a lot of what are you doing, a lot of days.
So let's talk about Skittles real quick.
Quitting no matter what.
Right. Absolutely. So we're going to talk about Skittles real quick. So Skittles is a strategy that I developed. Christina and we developed. And talk about what it did for you. What the place where you were, and then you go through the Skittles strategy training. What did it do? What went on in your mind while you was doing it?
Me and Skittles are in a serious committed relationship. Skittles is thing for real. Oh my goodness. The new people don't even seem to understand. There are a lot of different strategies with trading. There are a lot of people who are willing to help you trade. And it doesn't mean it's wrong or bad information. But people can also make trading so darn complicated. Hey, this real life.
It's real life. 9 kids, y'all. They around here. Right.
So for me, I had accumulated so much information because, again, though I was on a journey, I was winning, but I give it right back. When I say winning, I was winning. Guys, I grew a $3,000 account to $23,000, and because of not having the right information, I gave it all back. I just want to be very transparent for anybody that's struggling, about to get above, anybody who thinks this is so hard. It is so worth it. You gotta press forward. What I learned in that was I learned about me. Trading requires a lot of self-discipline, accountability, personal development. So it wasn't the trading that failed, it was me. I was doing something wrong. And when Skittles found me, I think it's a divine intervention. Skittles found me. It rescued me from a lot of complicated information, thinking that trading had to be complicated. I followed different people, and it's not that they were wrong. I mean, I have to take every experience, and it has made me who I am today and who I'm growing to be as a trader. So when Skittles found me, Charles was basically like, I promise you, if you just put everything that you know to the side, just let it go, and just follow this, you will be fine. And remember, I had told Charles, whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do it. So that's when the journey started. I had to unlearn correct stuff. It was just different that I knew. So even the previous people that I worked with, they are amazing traders. They are having great success. But I like things simple. So Skittles was so simple. Literally, you learn Skittles and you learn 1, 2, 3, 4, take the trade.
Take the trade.
1, 2, 3, 4, rinse and repeat. Take the trade. So for me, everything changed because I humbled myself to say, you got something that I want. I know where I want to go. And evidently, I'm not getting there yet. So I will listen to whatever you tell me to do. So that's where Skittles, which is so easy, new traders have it so easy. They're literally able to come in to our organization. And if they want to learn in a day or 2 days, it's done. If they want to take 7 days, it's done. And that's 7 days because their schedule and the attention that they want to give to it. I got 2 years up under my belt. But I'm also no different than them. So when success comes, it just comes. And we celebrate everybody, no matter where their success is. So Skittles changed my life in that way because it allowed trading to be simple for me. Family. I literally look at the chart and in less than 5 seconds, I know if I'm going to take a trade or not. I hit the button, buy or sell, and I go on about my business. Imagine that. with everything going on in your life, with children, with all the responsibilities, with having to work. I am a corporate person. I work. So there's no excuse. Nobody can't do this. Charles has 9 kids. He's trading. Yo, I am not a full-time trader, but I am a full-time trader. It is not hard to be a full-time trader. So that's what Skittles did for me. And I mean, I'm just forever thankful that Christina and Charles poured into us what they have. He didn't have to give this to the world. He didn't have to give it to us, and he does it freely. So I hope that answered your question. It saves everything. You can't even put it into words when you've been struggling so hard because you know how powerful something is, and you're like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to do it. I told you you weren't going to do this to me. So to be struggling and not giving up, and then all of a sudden the door opens when somebody says, hey, I recognize you. I recognize that you got something. I recognize that you can do this, and I'm not going to stop if you don't stop. That's what Skittles is to me. So it's more than just a strategy. Skittles is a lifestyle now. It's a culture. We have a whole culture that's talking about Skittles, and it's changing multiple people's lives, and it's just so easy. Trading doesn't have to be complicated.
At all. Trading is easy. And man, y'all, Cyleta, you done came in and took this thing to another level. You know, and y'all hear me preach it. The people watching this right now don't understand it because they haven't seen it. But y'all know I preach to the organization that by the end of this year, we will have people making $100,000 a week from this strategy. And I preach it, and I say it with confidence because I know we've already been proving it. It's working on a high level, and it's simple and easy. And like you said that so eloquently. It's not that, other strategies don't work. I'm not slighting any other trader who's mastered something, but there's a difference between being a master trader and being a master communicator. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing to master trading. It's another thing to take something and effectively communicate the information to people that can learn it and execute it very quickly.
Right.
That in itself is extremely valuable, and thank God he gave me that skill, because now we've taken this thing all over the world. And Cyleta, you took this thing. And a major component of Skittles, I want you to talk about confidence. I built this strategy based on confidence because I understood if I can teach someone how to be confident when they look at a chart, like you said, 5 seconds, when you master this thing, in 5 seconds, you will know if you have a trade or not. It's that simple. No lie told, right hand of God. We don't even draw a line on the chart.
Yes, sir.
We don't even draw a line on the chart. We read the chart and we know how to execute. So I want you to talk about confidence because I literally had to get you to trust yourself. I had to get you to, because it's hard. Trust me, I know. I had to go through the same process. All that information that I took in, and I had to detox and say, Charles, what really is trading? And that's how the strategy was born. It was getting alone with me, the computer, and God, and him talking to me about these charts and teaching me different things. And I had to learn how to trust myself and have confidence in what I was learning and what I created, and then transfer that confidence to other people. And effectively did it. So I want you to talk about where you were as far as guessing when to get in the trade, to then knowing without a doubt exactly what to do. You had a week. Talk about this part too. You had a week where you didn't lose a trade.
Yes. Wow, being the confidence in Charles. Man, being coachable is something serious. So for those that are already traders, it's said that December is a crazy month to trade. So I still needed to make money. I was still determined. I was still learning Skittles, and I had committed to forgetting everything that I knew in the past, right? my words were saying that. I thought I was doing that. But when I would go execute, I was still commingling information. And so people were calling out signals, and I was losing on some trades. And so I reached out to Charles. I was like, I'm not understanding why I lost this trade. And so he would ask a question or two and come to find out, he was like, you never met Skittles criteria. You wasn't supposed to be in the trade. No way. You wouldn't have lost. He said, I didn't lose. You lost money, but I didn't lose. That's the real conversations you get when you're part of our organization. But we're transparent. And so Charles challenged me. He said, yo, I need you to do something. I said, okay. And I'm like, I don't know what he asked me, but I did say that I would. Charles, I need you to trust yourself. Don't take another person's trade or signal. Only take trades that you do. He said, Cyleta, I had to learn. I trust me. He said, I want you to learn. You trust yourself. And so I did it. I said, okay. I was actually with my mother at the time. My mother, I was taking care of my mother who had, had surgery or whatever. So I'm working and I'm learning how to trade and I'm taking care of my mother. And so I literally looked at my mom and I was just like, Mom, Charles just challenged me. I said, and I'm scared. I was scared. I was like, because I need to make money. And I said, but I'm going to do it. And so I didn't take another signal. I didn't look at another product. I didn't do anything. And the next week, I was making profit. And I called Charles and I was like, yo, I ain't taking no more signals, guys. I did it. I did it, right? That don't mean I'm not going to lose again. But so since December, the only signals that I take are signals that come from within our group. Not because other people's signals are bad, but I trust me. So I take all of my signals. And then if somebody else calls a signal, I'm running it through Skittles. Means some trades may go by me. They may actually win. But I trust me. And if it didn't meet the criteria that gives us confidence to know that I can confidently execute on a trade, I'm not doing it. I'm not guessing. So not only does Skittles give you confidence, it requires you to be disciplined because it's easy to be disciplined. If you keep winning trades over and over and over again, I ain't rushing to get in no market. When Skittles tell me it's the right time, take the trade.
That's it.
And that, why am I going to keep giving my money back? So let me get this straight. I follow Skittles' strategy. I have a whole week of not losing any trades. I send a screenshot to Charles and proof like, this is powerful. I think that week I made between $18 to $2,000 that week. The next week, that Sunday, I made $2,600. On then that Monday, I turned around. This is powerful. I made $800, right? Okay, then we're on a team call. And on that team call, I make $1,000 to then close out that day, making $2,000. Then on that Friday, I made $700, all with Skittles. No stress, no worrying. 1, 2, 3, 4, take the trade. I'm in profit, take my profit. And I don't say that to brag at all. I say that to say, if you make a decision and you're coachable and you follow instructions, that's what changed my life. Was a blessing. And now I trade without fear. I love it. I love popping them over screenshots like, this is what I did. Look at God. All my prayers are being answered. Look at God. Rinse and repeat.
That's so crazy. So crazy. And then on top of that, there were some days where you said, Charles, it was 4 a.m. I woke up, I rolled over, I glanced at the chart. Oh, snap. Pushed the button, went back to sleep. Was awake less than 5 minutes. Woke up like, oh. It's that simple.
Right. So before Skittles, I was struggling with what sessions do I trade. I do have a trading plan. For those of you that know what that means, I follow a trading plan. But because people were making trading complicated, all the trend lines, fibs, and all this kind of stuff, if that works for you, you stick with that. But for me, life is too busy for that. So, you would get discouraged because, I got to go in here and on Sunday night, mark up all these charts. Every night, go mark up charts. When am I going to get, am I trading this time? So with Skittles took all of that guesswork out. So I can pick up my phone. No, I ain't even playing. I can pick up my phone and I'll be like, I'm going to pop it open. Y'all ain't getting the sauce. But I look at my phone right quick and I'll be like, Take trade.
Take trade.
Take the trade.
Take
And I
trade.
go back to sleep. So if I want to stay up, like it depends on, what I'm feeling. If I want to stay up, we learn together, we trade together as a team. So that's powerful too. So you can trade individually and with your team. We may get up. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna trade. But if I don't want to get up, there's nothing keeping me from 3 o'clock in the morning saying, oh, let me look at my phone. Does it meet 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, it does. Or it does not. Oh, no worries, ain't no trade to take right now. Put the phone down. There's always going to be another trade. So that's the confidence that came with it. And that's what allows me to still not compete with my job and be able to trade. I got too many goals that I need to attack. Retired at 365 is amazing. And I will be there. It's already done. But until that time, I got goals for other people. So which means I need all the money. I need trade money and the work money right now because this is positioning me in such a way that I don't know if you can see behind me, but I got a 15-month-old granddaughter. This baby girl is dependent on me. Her whole life has now changed because I get to show her how to trade. So she can go to college. She can do all of that. But now her financial situation is different. So,
Oh my God.
It's powerful. I think people are so busy thinking, I want to trade, I want to trade, I want to trade. Well, first, until you understand what being successful at trading can do for you, forget that you want to trade. What is it that you want out of life? That's going to keep you going. That's why I didn't quit. Certain situations, certain desires said, again, if I make 10 cents, I can make $1. So no matter what, I'm going to get it. Then at the right and appointed time, Skittles showed up because it was ready for me.
Good God Almighty. That was good, man. Man, that was good. Woo, I know somebody life changed from that, boy. And here's another thing. This is another thing.
But that's what we're here for. We change the lives.
Exactly.
So while you're saying that, the other good thing with Skittles, so Charles and Christina have poured into us in that he duplicated this. We can now teach people how to do it. With the caveat, you got to be in our organization, right? Being a part of our organization has its privileges. So Charles Dyson created a whole bunch of mini Dysons. I call us Dyson it. We are now in a position to help other people. Like, he poured into us so much, and it's so simple that we can pour into you. Who does that? Everybody's so busy keeping their secrets to themselves because everybody wants to win, but they don't believe in that. They want everybody to win it. They're not winning unless we're winning. So the good thing about our organization is there are a lot of us now that are mastering the Skittles strategy that we can reach and pull somebody else up to.
Yo, I got students. Cyleta has sent me trades that made me money. The students in the group have sent me trades that made me money. You know how good that feels? Hey, Charles, take a look at this. Oh, this is ready. Come on, let's take this right now. Yo, my students send me trades that make me, that's dope. I'm handling the kids. Somebody from the team on Friday, no, it was Thursday, sent me a trade. I'm like, he's like, take a look at this, Charles. He a week old. I'm like, hey, bro, this is ready. Let's go. We getting the trade together. I'm like, you up? He's like, yo, I'm winning. I said, it's that simple. You just made me money. And you've been in this thing 3 days. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. And so another thing that I teach, I want you to talk about this. We got a few more topics. But you were just talking and this came up. Skittles will teach you how to trade your lifestyle. Meaning, if you know you got to be to work and you can't look at your phone, there's a specific way that you have to use Skittles to trade your lifestyle. The time frame you trade on. The time of day you trade. It's all, the thing about Skittles is it's so simple, it can be tailored to your lifestyle. So if you work during the night and you can only trade during the day, there's a specific way you can use it. If you know you can't touch your phone and you work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., there's a specific way you can trade it. If you know that you don't have patience, you're not a naturally patient person, there's a specific way you can trade Skittles. If you know that you are naturally a patient person, there's a specific way you can trade. It's for everybody. Talk about that.
Yeah, so I think it even gets better than that. that you don't have to be stuck to one. It adjusts with you. So for me, let's say I know I'm really busy. I can use a strategy to say, yo, I think I need to hold on to this trade. I'm going to look at the higher time frame because I can check my phone. All right, so I may take a trade off of a higher time frame. Then I'm going to be in a little bit longer. That's cool because there's money in the pipeline, right? We're not talking about fast money all the time. We're talking about an investor mindset. So you can get slow money. That may come to me in a couple of days or next week. I'm getting paid. Money's money, right? Or what if, I got time for this today. You know what I'm saying? I got a little energy. I'm pumped. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I done been resting. Who doesn't get excited about making money, right? So I can get up to make some money. So then that means I may get up and say, you know what? This market's my ATM. I want to pull this money out a little quicker. I can use the same Skittles strategy on a different time frame. So now I've customized it. So now I got different things in play. I'm making Skittles and my money work for me. Let's say I got a couple minutes and I see a setup right quick on even another time frame. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna take this next 30 minutes. I see this setup is right on this time frame. I'm getting ready to get this money out of here in 30 minutes and I'm going about my day. So employing the same Skittles strategy is giving me freedom. For me, I don't stress like the market's open on Sunday. I ain't even paying attention to the charts on no Monday, on no Sunday. The market's got a whole attitude on Sunday. On Monday morning, they got a whole attitude. We got an attitude. We gotta go to work. Yo, I ain't messing with you. Now, that don't mean I wasn't in the trade last week that may have carried over, so I may make some profit on a Sunday. But I'm not stressing because Skittles is so easy that it affords you an opportunity that you can almost always find a setup in the market. So why stress? You ain't got to be a slave to your phone. You can put your phone down and go on about your business. You can get up and decide, I like watching these charts. Some people really, really like sitting in front of it. I have my days when I'm like that. I like watching the trade, but I'm getting money quick out of the market, right? So it also adapts to your personality, not just your lifestyle, but what kind of trader do you want to be? What kind of personality do you have? And then the other powerful thing is that you can get on a group because we're talking the same language. It don't even matter what time frame they trading on. It doesn't matter what kind of trader that they are. We're still talking the same language.
I couldn't have said that. I couldn't have said that better myself.
Unity is powerful.
I could not have said that better myself. I couldn't have said that better. Dang, that was good.
It's powerful.
Man.
Experience it. Like, you can't even put it in the words. People be like, yeah. You gotta experience it. It's what you got to lose. Like, this ain't even trying to sell nobody because I don't care if you trade or not. I'd like for you to have this life-changing situation going on in your life, but until you experience it, somebody be like, oh, this cup of coffee is the bomb. I don't like coffee. I don't want no coffee. It's smelling good to you too. Everybody in the room eating it. I still don't like no coffee. In your gut is saying, better try that coffee. You better try that coffee. You still like, You get a sip of it. Oh, hell, you craving it the whole next week. That's all you drinking is coffee. That's Skittles.
That's exactly what it is.
That's Skittles. That's the life of being a trader.
Man. Wow. All right, there's a couple more components to your story that I want people to hear because, people out there are going through real life situations. I ain't even trying to get you. So.
I'm scared. What you going to ask?
I'm not trying to get you. I'm not. But I want you to talk about your mom went through a situation while you were going through this. And you put the cape on. You put the cape on, Superwoman, flying back and forth from where your mom is while still being dedicated to the strategy, changing your life. Talk to me about life happening and still having to push through.
Well, so before Skittles, when Paris Simmons found me, I was working out trying to trade, and he's locking arms and partnering with you for your success. The bottom fell out of my life. So I'm pushing through that, still learning how to trade. That kind of contributed to me losing, that $23,000 or $20,000. I got it to 23, but I wasn't gonna give up. So then when Skittles came into my life, I saw the blessing right off. But I'm here to tell you, when you're making a positive change to move forward, all of hell comes against you. And you got to be willing to say, that's because I'm getting ready to get a breakthrough. You don't feel like it at that moment. But you know something ready to happen. So I decided, and the people closest to me, those people are important to you. You got to be careful of who your circle is, because they knew what my vision was. They knew what I was going through. And you got to be careful of the words you speak. So my mother, who I'm very, very close to, she was going through something traumatic, not unexpected, but it was traumatic. And I am her only child. So I was 100% a caregiver, on top of still working. And on top of, I see what Skittles can do, I'm going to get it. So I was still working out, training, fighting, letting go of old stuff that I knew about training, and determining that I'm going to get this no matter what. Anybody who's thinking their life is hard, this is worth it. Anybody that's thinking, yo, I've tried other people, or it just ain't working for me, I'm not getting it. Yo, it's you. You are one decision away from coming to something that's so powerful, and being in a community that's so powerful. Charles and Christina would check on me, not accepting excuses neither. You guys would, I'm so thankful. You guys would check in, what's going on with you, where you at with your trade, and where you at with the training. Not investing more than I would invest in myself, but really they have a heart for people, and that kind of kept me going. Like, this is what I'm struggling with. And Charles would always say, you got it. You already got it. You just got to trust yourself, because again, it wasn't hard. So Skittles allows it. I don't care what your excuse is for where you are. If you can just listen to some training, if you can make up your mind and say, I know the power of this, I'm going to follow these instructions, no matter what the circumstance. You can pull your phone up and watch some videos. You can pull your computer up. You can stop talking to other people and just focus on situations you have. I could not avoid my mom's situation, right? But what I could do was avoid all of the distractions. That's what I had to do. I had to make a decision that training is my life, along with these other components. So it was a hard time. But my mom was like, you getting up training tonight? I know you're tired. But my mom would be like, I got breakfast ready for you because I see you training. So you got to pull your circle in. We were determined to make it happen, because my goals are for her too. So training fits into anybody's situation, but you got to know that once you make a decision that is taking your life on a positive trajectory, and you reaching for goals and visions, everything's going to come against you. Why would it not? Ain't easy. Like, nothing is easy but Skittles. Skittles is easy.
Absolutely.
That would just be, I would tell my mom, Charles, you don't know this part. Every time something would come at me, I would be like, mine is a confirmation, right? Confirmation that I'm on the right path. And it would be interesting, because something would come so hard, and next thing you know, you're on the phone, or you inboxing me, or you doing, just saying little things, or a different resource will pop up, the books we read, and everything would be confirming that I am in the right place at the right time. I didn't get that out of me. I got to go back, and people just got to experience it. Like, that feeling when you get the dream job that you want, it's 10 times better than that, because that dream job you're getting, somebody else had to make a decision to give you that job. A decision to let you keep that job, and to tell you what your value is to have that job. When you decide, I want to learn this skill, you decided your value. Your value is what you're putting into it. You decided that. Your value is how much you're going to study. Your value is, I made money, I'm paying me. Ain't nobody determining how much I pay me.
Preach.
Like, I can't even explain how life-changing that is. I get in what I put out. Doubt what I put in.
Come on.
It's just real talk. I see today with everything that's going on, people still making excuses. I ain't got the money. I ain't got to do. What do you mean you ain't got the money? That's why you need to be doing this, so you can have the money. We were just talking about this. Absolutely. If you don't have the money, what can you sell? What can you do other than selling your soul and your body and anything illegal? What could you do? Sell your TV. Sell it. You won't get that TV back.
Thank you.
Charles, a whole different testimony when you hear his videos on how he decided to get started. It is so powerful. Everybody has an excuse on why they can't do it instead of an excuse on why they will do it no matter what. We ain't got nothing to lose. And so we get passionate about it because we now see how easy it is. $11,000 in 30 days, Charles, again, that's not bragging. That's God.
Come on.
God.
Come on.
I made a decision, all because I said yes to a decision and I didn't quit.
Wow.
I didn't quit.
Wow, man.
We don't quit.
We don't
quit.
This is a saying that, I say from time to time. We don't fold. We don't fold like lawn chairs. We do not fold. We don't fold. Lawn chairs fold. We don't fold. We don't quit. And the thing is like, man, oh my God, you mentioned distractions. Do you watch TV, Cyleta?
Very rarely. I have DVR.
Right.
So I record and I give myself an amount of time. That's my peace time. If I decide I really need to break away, then I can sit down for a set amount of time and watch these shows. Yo, I know they say a lot of stuff is going on in the world. Charles, I didn't watch the news all week. I don't know.
We don't know.
Facebook, because we have a community,
right.
That's on Facebook. I don't really even watch TV. That can wait. TV ain't paying me.
It's not paying me.
You can go get on the chart and say 1, 2, 3, 4, take the trade. I ain't watching. Literally, think about what you're doing. Other people are making money and you ain't making no money. I'm sacrificing right now so I can do what I want to do later. TV will be there later. But you guys really preach this. We talk about personal development. So in order to keep I just said I have my mom, I have a grandchild, I work. Everybody has real life situations going on. And that's just the situations that we talk about, You got to keep your mind right. So in order to stay that focus, I have to listen to stuff that keeps me that focus. And this team and this community and you and Christina and Eze and Charles, you're constantly pouring into us. Yo, keep this mind right. So as a man thinketh, so is he. We really believe that.
Amen.
Yo, so I started at Charles. I am successful. I am a successful trader. Yo, I got a vision board, guys. I don't have them right here. Yes, I do. Excuse me. One second.
I got mine too. Wait.
Hey, put them up. Put them up. What we doing? Put them
up.
Exactly
what you're doing. Hold on. I got mine.
Hold on.
Where mine at? Oh, here you go. I got mine.
Your family.
I got mine.
Cards. Here.
Hey.
I ain't got time to TV. I got time to meditate on these goal cards. I got too many goals to do.
Read it. Look. Read
Dyson said, write it down.
Write it down.
They done.
Look. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am confident. I am successful. I am influential. I am constantly increasing. I'm blessed to be in blessing. Yo. All of it.
Who has time to watch TV, Charles? Because I gotta keep this in front of me. I have a vision board that has $1,000 days, guys. I have a vision board that says I am making profit of $1,000 days. I am paying myself on $1,000 days. So now it's on to the next. It's $5,000 days, and I don't even doubt it. It's done.
It's done.
So when we talk about distractions, it comes to being around a team. When you're immersing yourself, we take all this stuff to heart. That's when things started changing. I couldn't have committed to saying, Charles, I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do if my mind wasn't right, if I wasn't willing to do that. So distractions are key. If they ain't paying me, I'm around too many people saying the same thing and it's working for them. So if it ain't paying me, I ain't doing it. I can get on the chart. I can go say 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I need to take a trade? No? Okay, so let me go do something. Let me go read a book. Let me do something that's going to keep my mind believing this. I literally see myself when I go to bed swiping on my phone, taking profit. I didn't understand that a year and a half ago.
Amen.
I literally see it. I see on my phone. I see the whole, we use MetaTrader 4. I see it on my phone. I see my profit on my phone, and I see myself closing it out. When I started seeing that picture crystal clear, it started happening in reality.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's got me more. That got me more cars.
Right.
They got. Oh wait, we gotta dream bigger. We gotta. Yeah. You said that. I just saw one. Oh, Charles. I gotta find it. I have a card that says, I have mastered the Skittles strategy on income, resulting in extremely profitable trades.
Ooh.
And
Ooh. Come
my
on.
I am consistently withdrawing $5,000 from my trade account.
Come on.
Yo, I am part of the 1% investor group.
Mm.
Business owner group that make 95% of the money written down. This is what I meditate. I am grateful that I consistently generate more than $20,000 monthly. That will allow me to be a full-time trader and provider for my mother and myself by December 1st, 2020.
Come on. And it's all of it is happening in real time.
No, this one may bring you tears. And you need to see. Can you read that, Charles?
I am consistently making $1,000 in profits daily by trading with Skittles by March 12, 2020. I take quality setups and they win. God is good, man.
All the time, every day, every minute.
Come on now.
Like he's good. He's amazing.
He's amazing. And he's doing it every day. He's doing it every day. Yes. Boy. All right, we got to wrap it up. All right, so you mentioned this, and I want you to talk about this briefly. We're going to hit these next ones real quick, 2-3 minutes. You're still working a job. The average person hit $11,000 a month, they can quit. But you're working a job you love. But this ain't no average job. This is corporate America. You know what I mean? This is, you know, it's amazing that you're in corporate America, you're working a 9 to 5, doing as a project manager, right? High level stuff. Y'all can look that up. You could guess. But the fact of the matter is, there's people out here who work like a dog. I used to be one of them. I want you to talk about the sacrifice necessary to actually focus some time on the future you want to create, rather than continuing to focus on the thing that's holding you hostage.
I decided I don't have time to look back anymore. I want to look forward. So when those thoughts creep up in my mind, I ain't there no more. I'm going here. Ain't no conversation needed. I made the decision. Does that mean I don't have setbacks? Absolutely, I do. Everybody does. We human. But as soon as that pops in my mind, I get my gold card. I ain't got time to focus on that. So we already talked about the distractions. You remove the distractions, we focus.
We focus.
But it's a decision that only you can make. Can't nobody tell you what your distractions are. Can't nobody. You have to really sit down and say, if it's not moving me to where I want to be, why am I doing it? You need to pull your big pants up and make the grown-up decision to say, I want to make a change. And change will then start happening.
And change will start happening. That's good. Talk to me about the skipping of the strategies, man. I can testify on that.
I got an attitude with you and Christina. Why y'all didn't find me 2 years ago?
Woo, I can testify on that, man.
You treated me like a stepchild for 2 years.
Boy. I couldn't help you. I need to help myself. Lord, I'm looking at God like, dang, you could have saved me this 2 years ago. Oh, Lord, but it came on time. But
only thing I can say, Charles, is what I said before. It doesn't mean somebody else's strategy is wrong. Mm-hmm. When you find a strategy that's working, we believe in keeping it simple. Simple works for me. Mm-hmm. Everything else in life is complicated. What the heck you need to make it complicated for if you just want to make... All I want to do is make money and help people, y'all. That's it. Keep it simple. You know, so again, other people may have strategies. That's great. You keep that over there. and I'm staying right here with mine. So it ain't no more skipping strategies. Once I told you that I wasn't gonna do it, I'm 100% Skittles. I don't care what somebody brings it to me. Now that doesn't mean I won't look at they trade, but when I look at it, I'm saying, does it meet 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes and no.
That's it.
How good you are. I'm not taking it if it doesn't meet that.
Amen. Amen. Last two topics. You talked about your grandbaby. And that's so beautiful, man. That's what it's for. This is what it's about. Now I might pull a tear out of you on this one. Your grandbaby. My God. Her life will never, she won't experience what you experience. Tell me how that feels. How it feels to be able to really know you're going to set your grandbaby up to have whatever she wants in life.
I was raised by a single mom. And dad died when I was 10. And all I've seen my mother do was work. And if there wasn't enough money, go get another job. That's all I knew. Yeah, I have a corporate job. That's all I knew. Go get another job. Until I was surrounded by a couple of other people that really let me know there's a better way to do things. So what does that mean for my granddaughter? We have 5-year-olds learning how to trade just because we can look at something. She's 15 months, 15 months.
Come on.
I get to change the foundation of her world right now.
Come on.
There's nothing better than that. I can look at this little girl play and I just look at her now. Oh, baby, your future is so bright. It's a difference in now you can be anything you want to be. When I know now, I can be in a position. I will be in a position. This baby wants to go to college. I can write the check. It doesn't mean that she's not going to have to work for things and that she's not going to have to know the power of doing what you have to do to get what you need. But there's freedom in knowing that I changed a situation that she don't even know about. There's freedom in knowing that I want to be the biggest influence on her life because there are some situations that my granddaughter is going through. And not to be too personal, her parents are young. They're not ready yet. How can I do that? I'm making this money so that I will eventually leave corporate, so that I can be the biggest influence on teaching this young lady how to be a God-fearing woman, how to be a warrior for God that is financially stable, how to be a woman that is blessed, but you better be blessing other people. That is the requirement. Character is the requirement. Daycare don't need to be raising her. Daycare and teaching integrity. That's got to come from home. That's got to come from the parents and the grandparents. And right now, I'm the grandparent that's going to be able to do that. We got to wrap this up. That is, for me, for every grandchild coming, not just for her. I got to think ahead. I got to think ahead. The world is different.
Good God Almighty. Woo! Boy. Last one. You know, I say this all the time. I say the Grammys and the Oscars are a 3-day event. They only televise 1 hour, 2 hours of it. Right? The Hall of Fame inductees, that whole ceremony, that's a 3-day event. The restaurant industry has events. The technology industry has events. Every industry, the top leaders of any industry on this planet. I don't care if it's a plastic bottle industry, plastic bottles that water goes in. They have events. Every industry, the top 5% income earners in that industry, they have events. They get together and they train everyone else. Talk to me about the events that we attend as investors, as traders inside of the platform that we leverage.
It's going to sound crazy, but it's like church for traders.
That's exactly what it is.
church for traders better come get you some.
That's exactly what it is, boy.
That's non-negotiable. It is literally like church for traders. No, you're in a room with powerful people. For those of you who are new to trading, David Imonite. I always mess up his name because I just like saying David. You're in the room with this powerful man, $1.2 million a month, yo. And he loves God.
That part.
All of our leaders, with everything that they've accumulated, they are quick to tell you, if not for God. And that's not putting religion on anybody. It is saying that you're in a community that is grounded to something. That making money is great, but having an even better character is better.
Amen.
Having your dream fantastic, but walking in that vision because you were grounded in something is better. Trading is just a vehicle for all of that.
Good God.
Negotiable. I wouldn't have met you if I hadn't been at the event.
That's true. We wouldn't have met each other if you wouldn't have been in it.
Yes.
Boy, y'all gotta understand. The Lord knows how to hook you up with exactly what you need. You clicked on this video for a reason. I don't believe in accidents whatsoever. People all over the world watching this, I don't care what situation you in. There is something for you here. And we can help you. We want to help you. Cyleta, my God, your story. Woo, you poured it out today, boy. You almost got me. I sucked it back in right there. It came right back up. But
I just
man,
love you and Christina for what you do to the team. How you are forever pouring into us. How you are forever patient with us. And how you have equipped us to help other people. I don't even think that people will understand how powerful that is. Not only do you have the information, but somebody can come to me right now, and I'm a Dyson. I can give the same information and get people going. So that's really powerful. I love you guys. You're a family. I just wish you continued success and continued guidance on how you're leading your organization.
We love you too, for real. We love you too. So happy for you. So happy for your family, for your generations that's changed forever. Good God Almighty. We appreciate you. Now, the people who watching this, there's gonna be people out there who want to contact you, who want to connect themselves to you. How can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook. My name is Cyleta, Cyleta Cumberbatch. I think Charles will provide me.
Yep, I'm going to put it on the screen.
Box me if you have questions. Serious inquiries only. Like I said, I don't do distractions, so I ain't got time to just be chatting it up. Serious inquiries only, and I'll be happy to talk to you, happy to help you, happy to get you started.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even think I got to say it, but this is a quality person to be attached to. She's going to serve you at a high level. And my wife and I only like connecting ourselves with people who know how to do that, who know how to serve at a high level. That's not selfish, that want to take the information and change their life, but then know how to take it and give back. So we appreciate you. And, guys, I'm going to put the link on the screen. Y'all can contact her. Y'all know who I am, MrKingdomKash, Charles Dyson. Y'all know how to find me, increasemenow.info. Go there. There's a Facebook group. Request to get in. You can put my name, MrKingdomKash, Charles Dyson. You can put Cyleta Cumberbatch as the person who invited you in the group. It does not matter which one. And then when you get in the group, you can watch the video at the top. It will explain how everything works, how our coaching program works, right? It explains everything front to back. Every question you have will be answered. And then if you want to click announcements, you can click that button, and there's a video there that will show you what happens after you get started. We left no stone unturned. We believe in full disclosure. We have nothing to hide. You're going to get all the information, and then you can scroll the group, and those testimonies you heard Cyleta talking about, her testimonies is in there. We got testimonies all up and down the group from people who have mastered the Skittles strategy and are winning at a high level. We want to serve you. We want to help you make money, and I want you to understand this. I need you to get this. Everything you want, everything you need has just been presented to you. If you say no to this, I don't know. I don't know how to help you. I don't know what's going to help you. It's nothing easier than what we have put together, right? And one thing I know is that if you can simplify trading, I promise you, you can maximize profits. I want to thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a blessed evening, and we will see you in the group. Peace.